biggest selling point of Mario Kart World is, in fact, the open world. With this giant, expansive open world with interconnected tracks, there's one question everybody is asking. Can you cross through this entire world without leaving an actual road? Here are the rules. Pavement is okay. Cobblestone is okay. Air gliding is allowed. Man-made concrete paths are okay. We cannot touch sand. We cannot touch water. We cannot touch dirt. We are gamers, so you know there's no way we're allowed to touch grass. We also can't touch unfinished dirt roads like this. So can we make it from the bottom of the map all the way to the top? All right, so first we are in DK Spaceport. There's one thing we can do, and that is go into the water. So we're gonna have to find a way. This right here would end us. So I think what we're gonna want to do is, I think if we turn around, there's gonna be road here. Yeah, we got nice clean roads here. I was thinking about for a second heading up to the top and maybe skydiving off, but that doesn't seem to be necessary right now. Now from this point forward, it seems like we're gonna have to choose our path. I want to get from the bottom of the map to the top of the map. Considering the fact that we have open road over here, I guess we can continue following this path until we find something that gives us a problem. As of right now, we're just going for a nice scenic leisurely drive. And by the way, people have been talking a lot of trash about the open world. They just don't get it. This is like therapeutic to me, just driving around. It would appear that we've come across our first obstacle. This right here is a dirt road, not a concrete road. So we got to stay the path and not go this way. So we will be turning around and we will be going this way. Hopefully we can find a way through. Maybe even get a little bit of this, a little bit of rail grinding. I didn't say you couldn't rail grind because this is like the most fun part of the game. We got some coins over here too. All right, so I see over here, this is like a path we're gonna want to avoid. We just got to stay on this road on the highway. Right now, we're approaching a city. So what is a city full of? Concrete. So no worries on this end. Okay, let's, I have a feeling we're gonna have to do something extremely creative to make it through here. Oh, there's Pauline. Let's see if we could catch up to her. Wait, can we get an air boost off of her? Oh, wait, she's going that way. I can't go that way. Based off of the map right now, we're probably 10% of the way through our journey. So I just got an item. I feel like this one will be extremely helpful for me in continuing my path, just in case there's maybe a stretch where we can get to a road, but there's a little bit of dirt in the way. So I'm going to hold on to this little feather right here. All right, so we have our first fork in the road. We have a left right here, which is road. And then we have the right, which is also road. Based off of what I'm seeing on the mini map, towards the right, we have Peach's Castle, which I know is more of like a city type landscape. To the left, we have more of this desert landscape. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the right path. And hopefully this is the right path. Get it? So we're going to want to jump over here onto this rail because if I see a rail, I jump on it. It's really that simple. I know this challenge is going to get crazy though. I know it's going to get to a point where like we're going to have to make some tough decisions. Potentially do some backtracking. It turns out the path that I'm taking right now is actually leading me towards the desert. Potentially some backtracking will be in order. I don't like where this is headed right now. It feels like we're going into the desert. I know the desert has road. That much is, you know, confirmed. But the real question is this road going to take me all the way to where I want to go? Because I feel like I'm really diverting from the main path right here. We're on the, oh my, yo, what? What the heck? Dude, you just see the craziest stuff in this game. Like, they're not even fazed by me. They're not looking at me. They're not acknowledging me. It's the Tower of Goomba. All right, here we go. We have a dirt road to the right. Can't go there. We're going to keep continuing on this path. So far, so good. We've already traversed nearly half of the map. So we have another path here. This takes us to the left, and there's a dirt road. And if we turn around, where does this path take us? This is more solid road. Oh, wait, what is this? Is this... Oh, that's a dirt road, guys. We have, at this point, no options, no alternatives. So as I had suspecting, going towards the desert was going to lead us off-road. So we're going to have to backtrack and find our way to a more viable alternative. All right, so we're almost back in the big crown city. Now, we're going to have to find a different route because I guess wherever I went was not the right way. I mean, I don't really see where else I can go from this point. Hopefully, there's some more road down here that can lead us somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I see a street over to the left here. I guess we'll stick to this route. Feels like maybe taking this path. Yeah, I like that better. This is more grounded. I think this is going to lead us over to Peach's Castle. Probably give us a lot more flexibility as we'd be in the middle of the map. For those of you wondering, we've essentially completely backtracked as we now head over to the middle of the map. Essentially, what I think is most important for this challenge is staying towards the middle. Towards the left, you got the desert. To the right, I feel like you have the ocean. So let's see where this takes us. So at this point, we met another fork in the road. We have the left, and then we have the right that goes towards Peach's Castle. For some reason, the left is screaming towards me. For some reason, it's just telling me to take this route. Oh, wait. Okay, my intuition was completely wrong because this leads us to a dirt road, so we're gonna have to turn around. You know, sometimes they say go with your gut, but I guess in this instance, our gut was wrong. All right, cool. So we got the big Peaches Stadium over here. We have to continue our path. We have to continue down the main road. A little bit nervous here. All right, so we're gonna take the left here. I think this is probably the best way to go. All right, so we're coming up on two paths right here. We have a left path, which is train tracks, and we have the right, which is road. Here's the problem with the road, though. It's not taking me where I need to go. We'll see if it wraps around and takes me somewhere else, but right now, I'm seeing another path, dirt path. Can't go on that. We got to go to the right. We got to keep following this road. All right, so now, you know, I'm seeing a little bit of this off-road terrain over here, and this doesn't necessarily scream road to me. It feels like we're gonna eventually get hit with a dirt path like over there. It seems like in order to break on to that side of the map, we're gonna have to do some form of off-roading or something. Either way, we're going for a nice peaceful summer drive right now. All right, the road is starting to divert towards this side, which is good. Okay, we're starting to make a little bit of a breakthrough right here. No, we're good, guys. We gotta check our surroundings though, make sure there's nothing coming up. Oh yeah, I like this path. We got a nice clear open highway. So it looks like a breakthrough has been made. Maybe we can get to the second half of the map. Yeah, as of right now, we're having no issue right now. I see dirt roads to the left. I see a regular road to the right. We may have to come back to this. Perhaps a potential out near Cheap Falls. So if we find a dirt road we can't cross, we will eventually backtrack. For now, we got blue skies and clear pavement all the way through. And what do we got? Oh, we're near DK Mountain, I think. Okay, or DK Pass. So to the left, we have dirt road. This path is just straight highway. Yep, we're in DK Pass. There's a sign right there. This is where I'm getting a little nervous. I think we're getting onto a track right here. And you know what these type of tracks do? Off-roading sections. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous right now, guys. But I think we're going to make it. As of right now, half of the map has been cleared. All we have to do is just simply make it to the end. Will any challenges arise? All right, we're leaving DK Pass. I feel like in order to get to that other side of the map, though, we're going to have to hit some off-roading. As of right now, it's been straight road for the most part. I see what looks to be a fork in the road. And that is... Is that off-road? Is that dirt right there? I'd consider that to be dirt. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm gonna avoid that. We're on what looks to be the final stretch. We have 3 different map locations that we can go to. Boo Cinema already seems to be off limits. And we're also passing Mario Circuit, so maybe that can give us an out. But Acorn Heights is fully off-road, so potentially Dry Bones Burnout will have to be our final destination. The path is starting to diverge us over to the left a little bit. I want to get to one coast to the other, coast to coast. As of right now, we're only going to the left. We need to find a way to break to the right somehow. I see a path, but again, it's a dirt road, so that does us no good. We've now come to another divergence in paths. Do we take the right or do we take the left? We end up going right because we have concrete over here. Now, the question is, does this remain concrete? This looks to be a dirt road. Let's stay away from that. And unfortunately, our one break over to the right seems like we're still gonna have to keep this, keep staying on this path. Okay, no, it looks like we're actually starting to go upwards a little bit. But how much is the question? It doesn't seem to be enough. As a matter of fact, it looks like we're backtracking and going backwards on the map. There has to be something. Oh, I see a giant highway up there. I would love to be able to find a way to get up there somehow. All right, here we go. We are getting back over to where I think we want to be, which is going upwards or north on the map. Like, I see some off-road divergence. Is there a way I can get onto that highway? That highway seemed like it was viable. I see mountains over here. Once I see mountains, it doesn't seem good. It looks like our path on the map is not taking us where we want to go. We're actually going backwards. It's, the road's getting a little thinner over here, though, I will say. We're starting to lose a little bit of road. It's getting a little bit more off-roady for my tastes. But I see a nice clear shot at Bowser's Castle, which looks like it's just aura farming over there. We're gonna want to go this way, I guess. I guess we're gonna have to go this way. All right, we're going into Bowser's Castle. All right, he's got some cobblestone over here. This is cobblestone for sure. Does this remain metal, steel, man-made territory, man-made path? Oh, would you look at that, guys? It looks like we might be cooked. Going over here, and yeah, we got off-road. I guess we're gonna have to turn around. Looks like we have another path over here. Is this road? Yeah, I guess we're gonna leave Bowser's Castle. I don't think that's the right way, but we have to do it. We have no other choice. We have to turn around. we're gonna have to backtrack and see where to go. Now it looks like we backtracked. We're almost back to the first half of the map. Off-roading. Nope, that's off-road right there. We gotta stay on the road. We gotta stay on the road. And we have hit another soft lock. We are in the desert area. We were close, but not close enough. Remember how I said we would backtrack if we found no other options? Well, right now I can't find other options. So we are backtracking close towards Cheap Falls. And to my surprise, we did a lot of driving around, but it was really a lot of driving around in circles. So I ended up taking that right path, but it didn't really lead me anywhere. The paths that I did eventually find that were different than just leading me back to the main road that took me towards Bowser's Castle, eventually towards the end led me to a path that was bringing me backwards. So we were making no progress, and I decided to head all the way back to Bowser's Castle. So after running out of options, we've gotten pretty far throughout the map, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I have maybe one more thing I could try. So what if instead of going off-road, go jump over that and boom, I'm still on road right here. This is made of essentially the same material. We're going to call this man-made right here. This is not, you know, this isn't quite natural. So let's keep going and see where this could potentially lead us to. Because other than that, it seems like we're cooked. You know, like, I don't know. I feel like we've exhausted all of our options. So we have concrete over here. Is that concrete? Yeah, that's concrete. So we can go there in case it's needed. This right here seems to be, is that dirt road or a regular road? I don't know. I'm going to go around it just to be sure. But yeah, we're back onto main road over here. This is main road territory is what we'll certainly call this. So, you know, that feather definitely came in clutch because this is an alternative route. Now, instead of going through Bowser's Castle, let's see what happens if we can go around it. Yeah, I like what we did right there because there was no way to get through this unless we went through the actual, through the road. This right here is man-made material as well. Cobblestone. You don't necessarily find cobblestone out in the wild, right? I mean, there's got to be some type of man-made intervention there. So how about we go to the left right here? Yeah. Oh, this is cobblestone right here. Yep, this is man-made material. We're not touching the dirt road, which I guess is like the main factor for this challenge. Not touching any dirt road materials. Look at that. Oh, we're near the airship. Could we potentially make it from coast to coast? So we have the airship over here, but is this going to be quite enough? Based off of the map location, we are damn near on the other coast. But at the end of the day, we still have a little bit of north trekking to do, which means we might have to be creative and hit this tower to the left instead. The tower is entirely made of cobblestone from my understanding, so I don't think we'll have any issue with touching any off-road, you know, dirt paths or anything like that. And let's see what happens if we get to the top. So we have the airship over here, but I think what we're going to want to do is somehow find our way to the end of this coast. What I think is best to do right now is to farm some items. I'm going to want to get a golden mushroom, hopefully, and the leaf. You know what? I'm going to rock with the golden shroom and see what we can do with this one, because we have a jump that we can go off of right here, which will allow us to use our glider. So let's start using this. And let's see how far we can get. How close can we get to the other coast by using the golden mushroom? I hope it's enough. We're not touching any off-road material here. We are just simply gliding. This is part of the rules because, listen, guys, I don't think there's any other way to do this. We're just going to have to keep going, and hopefully we can get to that other end of the coast. Oh, we just died. I did a little bit of investigating into Bowser's Castle. I really wasn't able to get that far in there. So, like, you can't really get past this point. As far as the map goes, this is about as far as you can get. You can technically head this way into Bowser's Castle, but ultimately that wraparound is just going to bring you back to another dirt path. It would seem to me that you can pretty much, for the most part, get from the very bottom of the map essentially to the top, you know, to where basically there's nothing left. Even if you try going to the other coast, Lakitu will eventually just swoop you out. So the soft lock basically applies to no matter where you are in the map.